In this video, I'll be going over how to order fractions with unlike denominators. To place fractions in order, we need to make sure that they have this common denominator. Otherwise, we can't compare which one's greater than the other. So we have two examples underneath, and we're going to place them in order from lowest to the greatest. For the first example, we can see there's different denominators, and we need to find the least common multiple. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 2, and then we have 4, and then we have 8. And then we're going to list out the multiples. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3, 6, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 5 is 10. For 4, we have 4 times 1 is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. For 8, we have 8, 16, 24, 32. So we're going to find the least common multiple. In this example, we're looking for the lowest number that they have in common. So after going through the numbers, the least common multiple that we can find would be 8. Now that we know the value is 8, what we need to do is convert each of them with so that they have the common denominator of 8. So for 3/2, if we were to convert to 8, that means the denominator needs to times by 4 and the numerator needs to times by 4. And we get 3 times 4 is 12. So 3/2 is equivalent to 12/8. So we'll write 12/8 underneath 3/2. Now the second number that we have is 5/8. And 5/8 already has a denominator of 8, so we'll leave that as it is. Next, we have 1/4, and 1/4 converting to 8 require denominator to times by 2 and the numerator times by 2, and we have 2/8. And so we'll write 2/8 underneath. And the last one, 3/8, is also with the 8 as a denominator, so we don't need to do anything there. And now that we have everything with the common denominator, we can now list them from least to the greatest. Here, 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 and here. 2/8 would be the lowest. And 2/8 is equivalent to 1/4, so we're going to write 1/4 first. Second one is 3/8. And then the third will be 5/8. And lastly, 12/8. And 12/8 is actually 3/2, so we're going to write 3/2. And so the answer would, from least to greatest, would look like this. Now let's move on to example number 2. And again, we're going to find the least common multiple. And the denominators are 9, 18, and 6. So we'll go 6, and then 9, and 18. Since we have 2 9s, we only need to find the least common multiple for 1. So 6 would be 6 times 1 is 6, and 12, 18, 24. For 9 would be 9, 18, 27, 36. 18 would be 18, 36. And just by looking at these numbers, looking for the common denominator, we can see that 18 would be the least common multiple. So now we're going to convert everything to fraction with denominator of 18. So for the first one, 2 over 9, converting to 18 as denominator, we need to times that by 2 and the numerator by 2. And our answer is 4 over 18. So we'll mark it as 4 over 18 underneath. The next one, 6 over 18, is already with the 18 as denominator, so we'll do nothing there. The third number, 1 over 6, we need to times by 3 to get to 18, and then the numerator by 3 as well. So then we have 3 over 18. And lastly, we have 4 over 9, and we're going to need to times that by 2. Then we have 8 and 18. So now we're going to go ahead and do the comparison between the 4 fractions. And the 4 are here, 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 and here. The smallest number will be 3 over 18, which is 1 over 6. So we're going to put 1 over 6. Next would be 4 over 18, which is 2 over 9. And the third would be 6 over 18. And last would be 8 over 18, which is 4 over 9. And this would be the final answer. So these two are examples of how you would order fractions with unlike denominators. We also have other fraction tutorials, which can be found in the comment section of this video. Hopefully this is helpful to you, and thank you for watching.